Hello, everyone. I hope you're all having a blessed Thursday night. This is your daily news report and fourth stimulus check update. President Biden just canceled millions of dollars in loan debt for many Americans. There are also many new details about the next round of stimulus payments. Tomorrow, I will be announcing the winners of this week's Amazon gift card giveaway. Please enter the giveaway by subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and also leaving a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone. President Biden will cancel more than $5.8 billion in federal student loan debt for over 323,000 borrowers with permanent disabilities, which is the single largest cancellation of debt in his presidency. The debt cancellation is for those with total or permanent disabilities. The Department of Education said it will continue to stop asking borrowers with permanent disabilities for information on their earnings to qualify for loan cancellation, even after this crisis. It will pursue the elimination of the 3-year monitoring period in which a borrower's loans can be unforgiven based on income. Secretary of Education Miguel Cardona said, "Today's action removes a major barrier that prevented far too many borrowers with disabilities from receiving the total and permanent disability discharges that they are entitled to under the law." On August 6th, the Department of Education announced that it would extend its pause on the student loan payments until next year, January 2022. President Biden had extended the payment pause in August. The Department of Education said it will be its final extension of this pause on student loan repayment, interest, and collections, stating they feel it's a necessary move to allow borrowers more time to plan to begin repayments to avoid defaults and delinquency. In a Thursday's announcement, the Department of Education said that the cancellations will occur automatically for millions of borrowers with TPD who have been identified through administrative data, ending a long application process previously required for loan forgiveness. So everyone, what are your thoughts on the student loan debt forgiveness? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. The House and Senate are focused on approving the infrastructure bill and working through the details of the budget reconciliation package, but there is still plenty of support for another stimulus payment, especially as so many Americans are financially struggling. But there is other money on the table. The IRS is sending millions of families monthly cash payments through the expanded child tax credit, with the latest check going out on August 13th. The tax agency is also still sending supplemental plus-up payments for owed stimulus amounts. There are $1,000 thank you payments going to teachers and school staff in some states, and California residents will see another round of Golden State stimulus checks for $600 or up to $1,100 next month. Meanwhile, there's also a growing petition calling for $2,000 extra per month. As for other money matters, the expanded child tax credit gives parents the option of receiving the advanced monthly checks for extra cash this year or getting one lump sum for up to $3,600 per kid in the year 2022. Since the American Rescue Plan became law in March, the White House has proposed several packages. President Biden is open to a range of ideas regarding stimulus aid, and this is according to a June statement by White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki. She also said he already put forward what would be the most effective for the short term. It has been some months now since Democratic members of the House and Senate argued for another stimulus check. Back in late March, a group of lawmakers asked Biden to include regular stimulus payments in his next stimulus package. In May, several members of the House Ways and Means Committee made a similar request, citing increased poverty and spiraling debt among millions of Americans. They also noted that most people spent relief checks on monthly expenses or essentials such as food, rent, utilities, and mortgage payments. A Change.org petition that has collected more than 2.8 million signatures calls on Congress to send out a fourth stimulus check of $2,000 for adults and $1,000 for children on a monthly basis for the remainder of this crisis. That petition notes that the recovery has not reached many Americans and points to the need for immediate checks and recurring payments so that we can keep our heads above the water. So everyone, that's the end of the video for tonight. I hope you found some of this information helpful. Remember that this coming Friday, I will be announcing the winners of this week's Amazon gift card giveaway. Please enter the giveaway by subscribing to my channel, liking this video, and also leaving a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a very blessed Thursday night.
Now, on another matter, as the Senate headed into the June work period, the Democratic leader laid out an agenda that was transparently designed to fail. A string of far-left proposals that were not intended to become law or to make a difference in the lives of the American people. They were designed to fail and provide political theater for liberal activists. And sure enough, the Senate did reject Democrats' brazen attempt to rewrite the rules of American elections permanently to their own advantage. We did reject their bid to exploit the cause of paycheck fairness to fill the pockets of the trial bar, and other radical proposals like the one to impose crushing legal penalties on organizations that fail to conform to left-wing social preferences didn't make it to the floor. But let's remember, this was never just about policy. If our colleagues actually believed the substance of their plans were viable, they would have submitted more to scrutiny in committee. We know how things work in this body. When a narrow majority actually wants to make a law, that's not what we've actually seen. So, Mr. President, Senate Democrats weren't out to pass any legislation this month. Their designed to fail agenda was supposed to indicate that the institution of the Senate itself was somehow broken. And on this count, our friends across the aisle failed spectacularly. See, the framers designed the upper chamber, our chamber, to be a proving ground, a place where good ideas would rise to meet high standards and bad ones would actually fall flat. So this month, our Senate colleagues proved that the Senate is working quite well. We turned away an underhanded attempt to open American employers to a new form of unlimited predatory liability and a hostile takeover of our election system. And the whole time, productive work continued on bipartisan proposals that are actually intended to become law. From infrastructure to agriculture, many of our colleagues have been hard at work demonstrating the right way to go about legislating. In the Commerce and EPW committees, they've approved smart legislation with wide bipartisan votes. This morning on the floor, we considered another bill from Senator Braun that more than half of our colleagues actually co-sponsored. So as we head back to our home states and take time to celebrate our nation's founding, let's double down on efforts like these and leave designed to fail partisan antics in June.